Hey everyone, how's it going? Welcome to another Magic Arena Explorer video. So today we're playing a little bit of Mono Black Control, Mono Black Devotion, kind of a little bit of a hybrid between the two. So we're kind of running the Peer into the Abyss and Underworld Dreams combo. So those who haven't seen this before, Underworld Dreams is 3 black mana for an enchantment that says whenever an opponent draws a card, it deals 1 damage to that player. And Peer into the Abyss is a 7-mana sorcery that says target player draws cards equal to half the number of cards in their library and loses half their life round up each time. So essentially, you just do this to make them draw half their library. They lose 20, 30 life, and that's kind of the end of the game. And so to help us kind of pull off this combo more effectively and more consistently, we have Beseech The Mirror. So we've seen this in a few decks so far that allows you to go and search your library for any card, and if you've bargained it, you can cast that card without paying its mana cost if its mana value is 4 or less. So we will be looking to sacrifice potentially things like a Warlock class Saga, kind of maybe duplicate copies of Underworld Dreams, any creatures that we have lying around that we don't really need, creature tokens, that is. So that's kind of the idea behind the deck, and then the rest of the deck is kind of just controlling what the opponent's doing and just helping us kind of delay what they're trying to do until we can pull off the combo. So we've got full 4 copies of Fatal Push and Thoughtseize. Then we've got 4 Warlock classes, so this is a useful card in the deck because not only does it provide an additional devotion to black, but it sits on the battlefield, gives us something to sacrifice to Beseech the Mirror, and also with its level 2 ability lets us kind of search for the top 3 cards for any card that we want. So that's very handy. And we've got 3 copies of Shieldred's Edict, very versatile removal spell that can make the opponent sacrifice either a non-token creature, a creature token, or a planeswalker. Then at 3 mana, as well as the Underworld Dreams, we've got 3 copies of Liliana of the Veil. Again, very powerful card that can not only help kind of slow down the opponent by making them discard cards, but make them sacrifice a creature as well. And then 4 mana is where a lot of the powerful cards in this deck are. So we're running 1 copy of Extinction Event, 1 copy of Languish, just as our mass removal spells, so we can go and get those with Beseech the Mirror if we particularly want to. And then we are running full 4 copies of Rankle's Prank, which is one of my favourite cards from Wilds of Eldraine. So this says it's a sorcery for 4 mana, choose 1 or more, each player discards 2 cards, each player loses 4 life, each player sacrifices 2 creatures, so it can often wipe the board of the opponent's creatures, make them discard what's left in their hand, just a very powerful card. And then Shieldred the Apocalypse, 1 copy of that as well. So a lot of these kind of 1 mana, 1 copy of things that we've got, we are just going to go and get with Beseech the Mirror. That's kind of the idea. And then at 5 mana, we've got 2 copies of Grey Merchant of Asphodel, very powerful in a devotion deck. Often will drain the opponent for 6, 8, 10 life. And then 1 copy of Peer into the Abyss as well. In terms of the mana base, very simple, lots of swamps, 4 copies of Nykthos, Shrine to Nyx, and then 3 Hive of the Eye Tyrant and 3 Castle Lochthwains as well. Then in the sideboard, we've got 4 copies of Gifted Aetherborn, so we can bring this in against decks which need to slow down the opponent if they're having an aggressive start. So 2-3 with Death Touch and Lifelink, very good at holding up the ground. We've got another copy of Shieldred's Edict if we need it. 3 copies of Timuret Chosen from Death, which acts as our kind of pseudo-graveyard hate. 2 copies of Ravenous Chupacabra, which can remove any creature on the battlefield when it enters. And then we've got the full 3 more copies of Shieldred the Apocalypse, so we can bring that in if we need to gain life or stop the opponent from kind of getting in with creatures or whatever it is. Really, you need Shieldred for, which is most things. And then 2 copies of the Meathook Massacre as additional mass removal as well, but also 1 that sits on the battlefield, gives us another potential enchantment to sacrifice, and provides devotion as well. So that is Mono Black Control / Mono Black Devotion, kind of, as I say, filling both roles here. And so, yeah, let's see how we go on with this. Thank you very much for watching. As always, hit those like and subscribe buttons. Always appreciate the support. And yeah, let's go on to the ladder. No, this isn't a very good hand. This is much worse. I'll have to keep this, unfortunately. So let's just pop back. Probably have to pop back both copies of Liliana here, unfortunately. Interesting. So the opponent's on a sort of up the Beanstalk style deck, so let's just take that for a start. Play a Warlock class. It'll help a little in drawing us out of this double mulligan. I'll take another Warlock class, why not? Okay, well, let's double up here. Grab a swamp. Play Shieldred's Edict, sacrifice a creature token. Okay, let's play Warlock class number 3. Now let's Beseech the Mirror, sacrificing this one. Let's grab Rankle's Prank. Discard 2 cards, lose 4 life, sacrifice 2 creatures. Okay, let's activate this. Ooh, grab a push. Play Underworld Dreams. Oh dear. Oh dear, oh dear. So this can't hit any of their creatures. We don't have any way of getting anything off the battlefield, so no, we're just dead here. So let's pop in the Meat Hook Massacre. Some Aetherborns. And let's take out Liliana of the Vale. Extinction Event. Let's pop in another Shieldred, actually. Take out Edict. Yep, let's go with that. Good hand. Got everything we need for our combo here. Beseech the Mirror with Peer into the Abyss is a little clunky, but okay, no elf is good news, so let's activate Warlock class. Yeah, let's grab a Nykthos. Okay, they have their precious Beanstalk. Just play Underworld Dreams. Start setting up. Sure, okay, so let's play... So much mana have we got? 5. Let's just play Eitherborn here. Hold up Fatal Push. Fair enough. Let's just push the 1/1. Now let's Beseech the Mirror. Don't need to bargain it here. Go and fetch Peer into the Abyss. Pass the turn. No, I'm not much interested in what they're planning to do with this turn. Goldspan Dragon is a card. Oh, well, that's a problem. Well, let's push the Lanoir Elves. Let's play Warlock class. Grab a swamp. So we do need to survive another turn. So let's pass the turn. Doesn't give it haste. You'll all be grateful to know. I like this deck, though. Just block Ronus. Okay, they got 38 cards in hand, 12 life. Excellent. So, let's pop back in Extinction Event. Actually, I think I was hasty there with getting rid of that. Quite like it. Let's pop in Ravenous Chupacabra. What are we taking out here? The Meathook Massacre. I think that card's probably too big. And let's take out one Eitherborn on the draw. Gruul Beanstalk. Probably another one I'm going to have to try and reconstruct from memory, unless someone has a deck list of it anywhere to hand. Well, that's a fortuitous draw. Ooh, nah, nah. Well, they don't have any creatures, so let's just Thoughtseize them, see if we can snag a Fable of the Mirror Breaker. No, but we can take their Llanowar Elf, which I think is decent here. Now let's play Warlock class. Activate it. Ooh. Thoughtseize. Now let's Thoughtseize them. Take their Gold Span Dragon, or are we taking the Great Henge here? I don't know, we might be able to strand them on mana. Yeah, let's snag the Great Henge. Let's Fatal Push that. And let's pass the turn. Okay, that didn't work. Never mind. So, let's Rankle's Prank, discard, sacrifice. And we'll keep our Beseech the Mirror. So, let's Beseech. Let's get Shieldred the Apocalypse. Draw with Castle Lochthwain. Play Aetherborn. Okay. Draw again. Okay, Beseech the Mirror gives us something to do in a bit. Just plan to win the game next turn. So let's grab a Nykthos. Play it. Pass the turn. Excellent. Rankle's Prank doing good work for us there. A bit on the slow side, but it does have Rankle's Prank, so let's give it a go. Hopefully we might draw a 1 or 2 drop to play next turn. Or a 5 drop. Either is acceptable. Okay, Elves it is. Okay, looks like we're going hard on the upper end of our deck. Okay, land if we're ever going to draw one. Or just not. So I think we're just super dead here, but let's see what they do. Well, if we do draw a land, we might survive. Okay. So let's pop in A the Born, Meat Hook Massacre, take out Rankle's Prank, Extinction Event, and one Liliana. Yeah, that'll do. Okay, this is another terrible hand. This one's slightly better. So let's activate Warlock class. Guess we're grabbing a swamp. Okay, Beseech the Mirror is a good draw, so let's play another Warlock class. Take an Aetherborn. Okay, let's Beseech the Mirror. Go grab Languish. Okay, that's not the worst rebuild I've ever seen. So let's play Aetherborn into Liliana. Make them sack a creature. Right, let's Meat Hook Massacre for 2. Draw with Castle Lochthwain. Tick up Liliana, discarding Fatal Push. Okay. So, we're on the draw. So I'm going to pop Extinction Event back in, because we might need to double Wrath. Take out an Underworld Dreams. What else? What else? Another Shieldred. Take out Edict. Yeah, that'll probably be sufficient. Yeah, this is an okay hand. Keepable, anyway. Okay. If we were on the play, this would be hilarious, because we could just Meat Hook Massacre. Interesting. I mean, they are playing a very dicey game here, so let's pop Liliana into play. Let's get rid of Edict here, I think. Just hope they don't have a Lord. Although if they do, it doesn't actually make that much difference. That is bordering on insane. But I could have attacked first there, but no. Ah, very good. Okay, this hand's pretty unkeepable. This one's okay. Single island. Interesting. Well, I think I can guess what that will involve. Oh, an opt. Not a spectral sailor. Who knew? Oh, well, hopefully they might play Thing in the Ice and I can just Fatal Push it. It's a dream I have. Yes. Close enough. Drop a Warlock class. So Liliana feels quite bad at the moment just because they'll just keep tinkering with cards forever. So let's play Nykthos. Let's level up. Ooh, let's take a Thoughtseize. That may be a little greedy, but yeah, let's grab one of the things in the ice. Hopefully this might convince them to play the other one. Not yet, okay. Good, good. So let's Liliana. That gives us some more devotion as well. Okay, they're just slighting of handing. I think we can tick up now. Discard an edict. Okay. Still no phoenixes to speak of. Okay, well, let's add 6 mana. Let's Fatal Push thing in the ice. Play Grey Merchant of Asphodel. Tick up Liliana. Discarding Thoughtseize. Take them down to 3. Then down to 2. Now let's Beseech the Mirror. Let's keep Rankle's prank in our back pocket for the time being. Yep. So, Timuret, more Shieldrids, fewer Thoughtseizes. Edict's okay. Push is good. Prank? Yeah, let's go to a couple of pranks. That's probably enough. Apologies for the lag. It seems to be. These hands are so weird. Why am I confirmation bias? But it has seemed. It's felt very odd. This just like incredibly bad hands all round. Let's see if they want to run it back again. It's not a creature. That's disappointing. No phoenixes in the bin either. I'm ready. I'm ready for you. There we are. Ready for you again. Okay, let's play an Underworld Dreams. Then Timorot stands ready to eat their phoenixes. Well, I'll play him. He may well get killed, but... Although as a 2/5, he's a little on the challenging side. Huh, interesting. So let's take out some of their graveyard at the end of turn. Hopefully we might be able to play a Grey Merchant or something else. Shieldred's not bad, so let's attack down their Saheeli. Even better if they use a lightning axe here. No? So, assuming they don't have one? Well, let's give it a go. Okay, so they do have one, it just... Yeah, no, they played that quite well. I've got Extinction Event on the mind. Well, they had two lightning axes anyway, so doesn't matter. Okay, time to make this lot extinct. Now let's play another Shieldred. Fair enough. Right, let's drop Liliana. Sack a creature, please. Fine. Now let's play Grey Merchant. I can't really afford to draw many more cards. Each opponent sacrifices a non-token creature. Okay. Decent run there. Some interesting opening hands, which got a little frustrating along the way, but no, we did all right. The Stone Brain. Definitely already got 4 copies of that. So let's have one last look at Mono Black Control, also known as Mono Black Devotion. So yeah, some interesting performances by cards there. Rankle's Prank did some pretty good work, particularly in that first match. Beseech the Mirror was obviously great. Yeah, and I'm sure there's some refining to be done to this deck, but it was good to play anyway. Be interesting to see how it does against some of the more common matchups like Mono Green. But, that's not what we face today, so we'll just have to see. And yeah, thanks very much for watching, and I will see you next time.